Hey guys, JJ here, and could zombies return in the upcoming Resident Evil 9? Well, there is a possibility, but it may not be in the way you would think. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Long ago, in a mansion nestled deep within Arklay Forest, we witnessed our first encounter with the undead as its head slowly turned toward the player, revealing the corpse of our fallen comrade. This was our introduction to true survival horror, a moment that will go down in history as one of the most, if not the most, iconic scenes in the history of Resident Evil. Since then, we've seen the role of the zombie shift over time, from Las Plagas infected villagers in Resident Evil 4 to molded in Resident Evil 7, all leading up to our recent encounter with the ferocious Cadu infected Lycans in Resident Evil Village. While each interpretation of Resident Evil's main enemy was unique in its own way, many Resident Evil fans have wondered if we'll ever see the series return to its survival horror roots and bring back the brainless undead zombies. The short answer is possibly, but in a way that you might not expect. Recently, a supposed leak for Resident Evil 9 made its way around the internet and quickly gained momentum. We covered this leak in a previous video, which I'll link down below in the description if you want to hear all the details. Today, we're going to focus on the primary enemy discussed in the leaks and how it may fit within the lore of the Resident Evil series. Before we begin, I would like to note that the information from the leak is currently just a rumor and has yet to be confirmed by Capcom. However, I do think there's an interesting discussion to be had here, so please let me know your thoughts below in the comments. The leaks describe the primary enemy as deformed, with a strong emphasis on body horror. They resemble mythological creatures with horns, and locals refer to them as Wendigo. This follows the mythological theme that Village started, but since this is a Resident Evil game, there's probably an explanation as to why these creatures were created. If we look closer into the mythology of the Wendigo, the potential inclusion of them in the Resident Evil series begins to make more sense. Allow me to explain. The Wendigo is said to invoke feelings of insatiable hunger, the desire to cannibalize other humans, as well as the urge to commit murder in those that fall under its influence. Wendigo psychosis is characterized by symptoms such as an intense craving for human flesh and an intense fear of becoming a cannibal. Starting to sound familiar? The Wendigo is rooted in cannibalism and the hunger for human flesh. The fact that the locals would refer to this creature as a Wendigo and not a zombie could all be explained by the location this game will take place. Different regions and cultures all have their own folklore, which closely resemble one another when compared. Reintroducing zombies in the Resident Evil series as Wendigo may be the perfect blend of new meets old. It would continue the mythological theme Village started, while also bringing the series back to its survival horror roots. Granted, the rumors are true and Capcom sees the potential in this. Either way, I think it's an interesting discussion nonetheless. But now I'm curious to know your thoughts. Would you like to see zombies return in Resident Evil 9? What do you think about the possibility of the Wendigos in the game? What other enemies would you like to see in the future of the Resident Evil series? Let us know down below in the comments and let's have a discussion about it. I would like to give a big shout out to our moderator, Sir Atazukin, Elder of the Row, for bringing the correlation between zombies and Wendigo to my attention. I feel like it created a really good discussion, so thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and for all the latest Resident Evil 9 news and discussions, make sure to subscribe. The Residents of Evil is a Patreon supported channel and also supported by our YouTube members. So if you'd like to become a member and get access to custom badges, emojis, and exclusive live streams, click that join button down below. You can join our survival horror community and continue the discussion on Discord. Link is in the description. I have the Duke here to tell you a little about our sponsor, G Fuel.
Do you have need of anything for the road ahead? The Residents of Evil has expanded its services. Perhaps you're in need of a little pick-me-up. I recommend the G Fuel. You can even get a fair discount if you use the code ROE upon purchase. And as always, we thank you for your patronage, stranger.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you back at the Residents of Evil.